Legacy to be that all my teammates and the people that played against me know I played the game the right way, and I competed at a high level. I never cheated the game. I never cheated the game. I never cheated the process. But for me, off the floor, I think me having my own school in my hometown, me inspiring kids all over the world, being active in politics at times or social justice and things that goes on in regular life, those are the things that I hope people talk about as well, because those are things that last forever.
To shoot the three ball, shoot the mid-range, get to the paint, but also shoot 85, 90.
The 7th seed is going to the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers' hopes of banner number 18 still alive.
LeBron James just shook the NBA to its core with one bold prediction. When the king speaks, the whole league stops to listen. And this time, his words hit way deeper than usual. Instead of giving props to Stephen Curry, Jason Tatum, or Luka Doncic, LeBron went straight for Kevin Durant, saying he's the only one who could break his all-time scoring record.
No, I just think that, we play in different eras. He's an unbelievable player. He's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world. I know it's a natural tendency to compare eras to eras, and it's going to continue to happen. I'm a fan of his. I love watching him play. But it's, as you can see, our league is starting to expand on very talented players, and I think he's made his mark. He will continue to do so over a period of time. But when you start the comparisons, I think
that's not just casual talk. That's a calculated move, and everyone knows it. The timing, the tone, the delivery, all of it screams strategy. LeBron's been acting mysterious again, dropping cryptic posts, throwing out hints, and moving like a man who's always 10 steps ahead. Fans are buzzing, wondering if he was just being nice or if this was another one of his trademark power plays. When reporters asked who could challenge his scoring throne, LeBron didn't even pause. He said Kevin Durant. Straight face, no hesitation, full confidence. But what really set the internet off? He completely skipped Stephen Curry, the one guy who's been his biggest rival and one of the most explosive scorers ever. LeBron broke it down, though, talking about KD's complete game. He can shoot the three, knock down the mid-range, attack the paint, and hit 85 to 90% from the free throw line.
MVP, he led them to their first finals. He's going to make the Hall of Fame.
Kevin Durant is a legend of the game. One of the 3 players that we are celebrating yesterday.
Then came the real punch, being available on the floor. That right there sounded like a compliment, but everyone caught the message. LeBron was pointing out durability, a sneaky jab at every superstar who's been missing too many games lately, and the numbers back him up. Durant's 14th all-time in scoring, with over 11,000 fewer points than LeBron. But he's done it in 419 fewer games. That type of efficiency? It definitely caught LeBron's eye. At 40 years old, LeBron isn't just talking numbers, and he's sending messages. That Curry snub wasn't some mistake. It was deliberate.
Chris Bosh, probably the most undervalued piece of that big 3. What do you think he showed this evening?
He was big time. Every shot, every defensive play, every defensive rebound, his energy and his effort.
Even though Steph's still one of the best scorers alive, LeBron left him off the list on purpose. And that's wild when you think about it. Because the two of them literally just shared the court at the Olympics, winning gold together, showing respect, chemistry, and mutual greatness. But when LeBron started talking about legacies, he chose Durant. That move says everything. At this point, it's clear. LeBron respects Curry's shooting more than anyone's, but he doesn't see him as built for long-term scoring dominance. Steph's greatness depends on those hot streaks from deep, while KD's game is built to last. Mid-range, post-ups, drives, fadeaways. Smooth from everywhere. Durant's style is timeless. Man.
You would admit there's things about Kevin's game you wish you had.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the most smoothest, most efficient scorers maybe we've ever had. Like, is there anyone that can do it at every level?
Not to the capacity he's done it. And I was reading a stat earlier, the fact that he hasn't, I don't want to speak like you're not here, but he's so great. I like Lewis and Todd.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
He hasn't shot under 50% since like 2012. And in a league that doesn't talk about efficiency enough, because
his game ages like fine wine. But don't get it twisted. This isn't just about basketball stats. This goes way deeper. LeBron even said it himself, love me some Steph Curry. Steph's the greatest shooter ever. But that's exactly the point. Shooter, not scorer. Right now, LeBron's sitting at 37,965 career points, while KD's got 26,684. LeBron's 38, KD's 34. But the real difference? Health. LeBron's been a tank, barely missing time, while Durant's dealt with the Achilles tear, the sprains, all those nagging injuries that slow even legends down. So when LeBron said Durant could catch him, people started wondering, was that genuine respect or a little bit of a challenge, maybe even a taunt? If LeBron retired today, KD would still need 11,545 points to catch him. That's about 423 games, which means Durant would have to play 5 or 6 more elite seasons at his current pace. And that's only if his body holds up.
On scoring 30,000 points. Just what that feeling was like to be able to put yourself among guys named Kobe, MJ, Dirk, LeBron, Kareem, Mailman, those 7. And now you've joined that group.
Man, it's a true honor to be in the same category as those players who helped shape the game and push the game forward. And that's always been my goal, is to get the most out of myself every day and the most out of my career. And so to be mentioned with those guys means I'm doing something right with myself.
But here's the twist. LeBron's not going anywhere. Every time he steps on the court, he's pushing that record even further out of reach. The higher he climbs, the tougher KD's chase gets. And the craziest part? This whole prediction fits LeBron's classic pattern. Whenever he praises someone publicly, there's always something big happening behind the curtain. Remember when LeBron hyped up Anthony Davis right before the Lakers went all in to trade for him? Or how he talked up Chris Bosh before linking up with him in Miami? Yeah, LeBron's compliments are never random. Every shout-out he gives feels like part of a bigger plan. Just recently, he posted a cryptic Instagram story featuring Anthony Davis. And right after that, he publicly praised Kevin Durant. Come on, that's no coincidence. LeBron doesn't move without a reason. Could he be planting seeds for something massive again? Maybe a future super team or some kind of legacy move that'll shake up the whole league. Nobody knows for sure, but one thing's clear. The man's always thinking 5 steps ahead. And that Miami connection fans keep whispering about, it's not going away.
Ibaka trying to stay with Durant, knocks it away, and Durant slipping. Durant goes down holding his leg. Ibaka goes up and is styled down.
Between his recent talk about international leagues and his history of recruiting top-tier stars, you can tell LeBron's mind is working overtime. This Durant prediction might not just be a compliment. It could be part of a bigger chess game, the kind only LeBron knows how to play. KD's sitting at 15th all-time with 35,881 points. And his scoring ability? Straight-up artwork. The guy makes buckets look effortless.
Level scorer.
He's a walking bucket.
Yeah. Just a rhythm thing. I'm trying to count the seconds that he takes to make his moves. When does he make them?
I mean, he's Kevin Durant.
But even greatness has its scars. Durant's career's been hit with injuries just when he looked unstoppable. The Achilles tear, knee problems, ankle tweaks. All those setbacks that make chasing a record like LeBron's a dangerous mission. When reporters asked Durant about going after the scoring record, he brushed it off, saying, "I never really thought of it." And that's the real difference. LeBron's obsessed with legacy, numbers, history, and leaving his name at the top of every record book. KD
posted the same Instagram story at the same time. Becoming the best version of yourself comes with a lot of good.
He's just in love with hooping, pure and simple. But that mindset might cost him the crown, because while Durant's scoring is God tier, LeBron's secret weapon is longevity, the thing that keeps his throne locked tight. But here's the wild part. While LeBron's laser-focused on Durant, the biggest threats to his record might actually be the players he didn't even mention. Jason Tatum, just 25 years old, already putting up over 25 points a night. Smooth jumper. Killer instincts. Fearless confidence.
Has shown that if things do not go his way, he will pull a Jimmy Butler and there will be no joy in his back.
And Luka Doncic? Only 24, dropping video game numbers like he's running on cheat codes. These young guns aren't just scoring. They're changing the whole way basketball is played. So why didn't LeBron mention them? That silence speaks louder than any words. Either he doesn't see them as serious threats yet, or he's keeping his cards close to his chest. And if history tells us anything, it's probably the second one. LeBron's a master of public chess. Every compliment, every statement, even every pause feels intentional. LeBron James is just a few missed shots away from passing Kobe Bryant for the most missed field goals in NBA history. Let that sink in. That's wild. It's a reminder that longevity comes with both glory and grind. You collect all the records and all the battle scars that come with them. But even that stat shows exactly how LeBron thinks. He values endurance, durability, and consistency more than anything else. And that's exactly why he picked Kevin Durant. LeBron sees himself in KD, a versatile assassin who can score from anywhere on the floor. LeBron's never been one to bet on potential. He bets on proven killers, just like how he built his super teams. He surrounded himself with veterans who knew how to win, not rookies still trying to figure it out.
Are there any players out there that you've seen that you feel like could have the right mix of talent, skill, drive, determination, luck to be able to someday pass this record for you?
His name is not easy money and slim.
He's about precision, efficiency, and legacy protection, not waiting around for development to catch up. Now, let's talk about those international league rumors, because they add serious heat to all of this. If LeBron really is planning his post-NBA era, then every name he mentions might not just be basketball talk, it could be business strategy. Publicly hyping up Durant could easily double as a power move, laying down the foundation for future partnerships, endorsements, or maybe even a global team collab overseas. Nothing LeBron does happens by accident. Everything's part of the blueprint. And then there's the Anthony Davis situation. Those cryptic social media posts between him and LeBron have fans analyzing every emoji. Now mix that with this new wave of Durant praise, and it starts to look like LeBron's juggling multiple plans at once.
Are key ingredients, but the most important is about being available.
He's keeping every piece on the board. KD for respect, AD for chemistry, and himself right in the middle, controlling the whole game. Analysts are split right down the middle. Some say LeBron's prediction makes perfect sense. KD's efficiency is legendary, and he's still got years of elite basketball left. Others argue it's just not realistic. They point to all of Durant's injuries and say the math doesn't lie. Catching a still active LeBron is nearly impossible. Sure, KD can drop 40 any night, but doing that year after year while LeBron keeps adding to his total? That's a different beast entirely. So maybe this isn't even about numbers. Maybe it's about respect, or maybe it's about strategy. Because LeBron's words always do more than one thing. They praise a peer, quiet critics, and keep alliances alive for whatever move he's plotting next. And those Miami connections that keep popping up? They only make the story juicier.
Durant in his bag. And the crowd is on their feet. I mean, he's from PG County.
Yeah, but
At the end of the day, this feels like classic LeBron. Blending truth with mystery, always 3 layers deep. Maybe he's setting up future business plays. Maybe he's managing relationships. Or maybe he's just being honest about basketball. But one thing's guaranteed.
LeBron's longevity been, and how much longer do you really think he'll stick around the league and play?
I mean, we've seen MJ when he was with the Wizards, and he put up 20. That was impressive.
Sure.
When LeBron speaks, it's never just talk. That public shout-out to Kevin Durant, while completely leaving out Stephen Curry and the new wave of young stars, sent shockwaves through the entire league. That wasn't random. That was LeBron drawing a line in the sand. It showed exactly who he views as part of his elite circle and who's still got work to do to reach that level. And for Curry, you know that had to sting. Especially after the two of them just stood side by side at the Olympics, winning gold, showing love, and looking like brothers on the court. But Curry's camp?
Steph Curry. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter in the history of...
Always been very sensitive when it comes to respect and recognition. So this quiet jab from LeBron might echo longer than people think. It could shift their whole dynamic. And for the younger stars like Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic, being left out of LeBron's future threats list isn't some small thing either. Come on. Both of them live off motivation. Kevin Durant and Steph Curry have built whole careers off proving people wrong. And this latest move from LeBron might have just lit a fire under both of them. Don't be shocked if they start torching defenses and lighting up box scores just to send a message. LeBron might have accidentally fueled their next evolution. Now let's talk numbers. Because Durant's shot at that scoring record isn't impossible, but it's close. For KD to actually pass LeBron, he'd need to put up more than 15,000 additional points while staying healthy well into his late 30s. That's brutal, even for someone with Durant's flawless touch. And here's the kicker. LeBron isn't slowing down either. Every time he steps on the court, that mountain just gets taller and steeper for Durant to climb. If LeBron keeps this pace for another 2 or 3 seasons, that record might stand untouched for decades. Unless the NBA completely changes again with new rules that make scoring even easier, like how the three-point revolution already flipped the game on its head. But this whole thing isn't just about records, it's about legacy management. At 39, LeBron's thinking beyond stats now. He's focused on how history will talk about him. Every word he says, every shout-out, every calculated compliment feels like part of his long-term brand strategy. And choosing to praise someone like Durant, a peer from his generation, instead of the younger stars says everything. LeBron's not ready to pass the torch yet. He's still holding it high and choosing who stands closest to the flame. It fits perfectly with his late career playbook. He's picking his words carefully, building alliances, and making sure his post-basketball empire stays connected to the biggest names in the sport. From endorsements to film studios to possible ownership deals, LeBron knows maintaining those elite relationships now turns into business power later. That's why his praise for Durant could easily double as a business move wrapped in basketball talk. It keeps KD close, keeps the respect flowing both ways, and positions LeBron as the ultimate connector. The king not just on the court, but in the boardroom too. This isn't just about skill, it's about strategy, relationships, and power plays at the very top of the game. Because in the end, this whole thing isn't really about whether Durant can actually break LeBron's all-time scoring record. It's about what this moment reveals about LeBron's mindset, how he views his rivals, how he shapes public narratives, and how he manages his legacy like a CEO running a global empire. His public praise for Durant shows deep respect, but also razor-sharp calculation. Every time LeBron speaks, it's layered. It keeps friendships solid, controls the narrative, and sends quiet messages across the league without ever saying them out loud. The truth? LeBron's not just playing basketball anymore. He's playing chess, and this latest move proves once again that he's several steps ahead of everyone else. He's shaping the future while everyone else is still reacting in real time. So what do you think? Can Kevin Durant actually pull off the impossible and break LeBron's all-time scoring record? Or is this another one of LeBron's genius-level power plays to stay one move ahead of the game? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Ballerize so you never miss the real stories behind the NBA's biggest moments. See you in the next one.